I'm gonna try it with a brush, and I'm gonna spray my brush with some Fix Plus as soon as I find it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, my name is Amy. If you are not new here, then welcome back. Today I am doing a couple of videos. I'm filming a couple of videos. And yesterday I spent like 2 hours making a video or 2 videos, and then I realized that my sound wasn't on. So today I made sure that my sound was on. And so I'm not gonna recreate the look that I did, but I will try to remember to post a picture of it up here. But the 2 things that I'm going to be filming today are a foundation wear test review kind of situation, and I'm going to be using the Givenchy Prisme Libre Skin Caring Glow. And I like this foundation. I wore it yesterday and thought it was great. So, but I wanted you to see it in action and see what it looks like on my skin. Somebody that's a little bit more mature. My skin is typically normal to dry-ish, and so things sit a little bit differently on my skin than they do somebody that's a lot younger. In fact, that's what I do here on my channel, generally speaking. Obviously, I have this face to work with. And so, that's what I like to do. I like to do stuff on a more mature face and, still have some fun and everything. So if that sounds interesting to you, then I hope you will consider subscribing. But before I get to the foundation, I am doing a video. That's what this video is, this particular video. I got the other day in the mail, I got the new Bperfect Manifest Dream Big palette, or maybe it's Dream Big Manifest, I'm not sure which, but it's this palette right here. I'm not crazy about the artwork on the front. I kind of like the holographic sort of situation, but other than that, I don't know. I just think it looks kind of maybe not somebody's best effort, but that's just me. That's just me personally. There's probably a lot of people that really like this. And I liked so much my look yesterday that I thought I would go ahead and do another look today. This is what she looks like. By the way, if you do like that look a lot and you want to see me recreate it, I'm happy to do that. I still have the footage from that, so maybe I can do an Instagram post or something. We'll see. But today, this is what I am working with. So I'm just going to prime my eyes. This is the Eden primer from Urban Decay. I'm going to zoom you in so that you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. I have some clips here somewhere that I brought in for my hair. So yesterday I did kind of a orange, yellow, red, kind of sunset looking, and I put a little pop of green in it, and it was fun. It was really fun. Let me zoom you a little bit. There. Hopefully you can see pretty well what I'm doing. I'm not sure. I'm wearing kind of a cream color top. Do I want to try to matchy match, or do I want to go different? There's something I want to do. I think I'm going to do some of those same colors that I did yesterday, but I really want to bring in, there's 2 like grungy greens in here. There's a matte and then there's a shimmer, and the shimmers in this palette are gorgeous. This is the shade Hustle, and then this is the shade Shrek. I think I'm going to work with those 2 primarily, and we'll see, we'll see what happens. But I do kind of want to keep maybe some of those warmer orangey type of shades in the mix as well. But that's what those look like on my hand. But as we all know, swatches on the back of the hand or on an arm are not the same as what they do on your eyeballs. So I think I'm going to take that shade called Bondi, and it's this really pretty sort of mustardy yellow. It's this one right here. And I'm going to put that in my crease because I really liked that look. Is that what I want to do? I think that's what I want to do. I don't know. We're flying by the seat of my pants here. Anyway, I'm going to pick that up on a fluffy brush, and we're just going to put this in upper crease. I'm going to use that kind of as my transition shade, if you will. And light-handed, of course, as always. I really like this kind of color. I said yesterday, I know I said, I don't have any proof that I said it, but that I feel like this palette and the Stacey Marie Carnival 3 palette, the Love Tahiti palette from Bperfect, I think will make really great companion palettes, because I feel like there's sufficiently different colors in this palette than that one, so that ultimately you end up with a huge range of shadows. There are no pressed glitters in this palette, which I kind of appreciate, because there are, I think, a couple in that one, which is fine, but I'm kind of over the pressed glitter thing. What I'd really rather have is a really good formula palette of pressed glitters, and have that be all that there is. So if anybody knows of anything like that, and there's lots of formulas that I don't mind, but I kind of feel like, I don't know if it's a cop-out to put them in a palette, but I kind of feel like I'd rather have another shade of eyeshadow than a pressed glitter at this point, because I feel like I have enough of those. And I do wear them. I do wear glitter. Not every day, but pretty often, considering. I figure if not now, when? So this is a super pretty shade. I love this shade. All right, so I'm going to take the color Positive, which is a lavender color. I'm not sure how well this is going to go over this yellow that I've got going on here, but we're going to give it a try. So I'm going to take like a little kind of a tiny brush, and this is the Morphe M562, and I'm going to put that right here in the sort of inner upper crease, just to bring, I don't know, another color in here. I would have been thinking I would have done just the yellow on the outside and then left this inner part blank, so that I didn't have to layer these two very different colors over each other. But I didn't do that, so we're gonna go with it. So I'm gonna take another brush, and I'm gonna pick up that shade Hustle, which is that olivey green color, and we're gonna put that in the outer corner. Now if this isn't quite dark enough, and it may not be, then I will deepen it with something. I'm not sure which. Maybe the color Squad, which is a burgundy color. Really, really pretty. I used it yesterday, and I think it's at least part of the reason why I liked the way my shadow turned out so much. So this isn't probably quite as dark as I would like it to be, but you can definitely tell that it's green, which I appreciate. Sometimes the darker you go, the harder it is to tell like what color you're actually working with. So that's really nice. I am getting a little bit of fallout, not too bad considering. Sometimes mattes can really, you know, put the fallout on your cheeks and stuff. So I'm going to take a smaller brush, and I'm going to pick up that color called Squad. And it is a nice sort of warm burgundy color, and I'm just going to put that kind of right over that green, but not as widely distributed. So I'm just trying to deepen that up a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely losing my green here a little bit. You can still kind of see it. Let's see if I can add that back in. We'll try anyway. We may just get a little bit muddy here. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to go with what's happening here. I'm just going to put that all over that squad color, which means that I am making that green a little bit more brown, but that's all right. I do like a good brown. Let me pick up that Bondi color again. That's the yellow one. And I'm just going to sort of intensify that right over that edge. I'm not going to bring it back over that lavender color because I don't really feel like it needs it. Like the Carnival 3 palette, the black in here is not the greatest in my opinion. It's nice enough, but I'm going to put just the tiniest little bit here in the corner just to add a little bit more depth, just a little bit. I think I'm going to leave it like that for the sort of matte shades in the crease and that kind of thing. And we're going to move on to the shimmer shade. Alright, so I'm going to pick up the shade Shrek. So I'm going to pick this up on a brush. We'll see how that goes. Yesterday I did end up using my finger quite a bit to apply the shadows. I'm going to spray that with a little bit of Fix Plus and see if we can't build it up, get it to stay put. The shimmers in this I think are really nice, especially for the price of this palette, and I don't remember exactly what it cost. I'll put that on the screen and for sure in the description box, along with everything else. That's really nice. Let me just go ahead and use my finger just to see what happens, because sometimes that helps an eyeshadow look a little bit more foiled, and I feel like that is true with these as well. So I'm just kind of tapping over into that dark shade. So let me pick that up on my finger for this eye and just put it directly on there. So yeah, I mean, you don't have as much control with your finger, of course, as you do with a brush, but as long as you know that going in, you'll be fine. I think that's a really pretty dark green, olivey green. I'm not sure I'm totally digging the lavender with this. Not that there's anything wrong with the shadow, I'm just like, why did I make that choice? Do I want to try to change it? We could, I guess. I could try putting the color Murphy's in that same area. Now that is a very bright orange. So I don't know, putting orange over lavender, the artist in me with the color wheel in the back of my mind says don't do it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna see what happens. Now it's looking pinker. So it's definitely not looking orange like it is in the palette, but I'm liking it better. Yeah, it's more salmon-y looking now. Alright, so I can live with that, I think. Do I want to do anything like right in the center? There's this color in here called Anne, and it is really pretty. Do I want to tap a little bit of that over? Oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh my god. So rewarding, you guys. And I'm just putting that right in the center. Just for fun, just for a little extra bling, I guess. Well, I'd like to try that over a black base. So I think that would be stunning, or a dark base. All right, so let me clean this up a little bit. So I do have some fallout, which is not surprising. Doesn't bother me as long as I can, you know, clean it up and I don't keep having fallout throughout the course of the day. All right, so let me go ahead and finish cleaning this up, finish off my eyes and my face. I'll come back and I'll give you a few thoughts on this palette in general, whether or not I think you need it, that kind of thing. And yeah, I'll be right back, guys. All right, I'm back and I've got the rest of my face on, as well as a little bit of color under my eyes. I went in with the color Selfie, which is the sort of dark rusty orange right here, and then I went over just a little bit with this sort of marbled shade, which is called Boss Man, and that's kind of a satiny shade. It's really, it's quite pretty. I'm kind of interested to play with that a little bit more, but you can see that it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. So I don't want to draw this out too much because I do want to keep this pretty short, but I am really enjoying this palette. The shades in it are really pretty. The shimmers in it are really pretty. There's a few sort of topper-like shades. Oh, by the way, I went in with the shade called Macaroni on my inner corner, and it's yeah, super pretty, really sparkly and everything. It's a lovely sort of gold shade, and that's saying something for me because usually I don't like shades like this that much, but that is undeniably gorgeous. Do you need this palette? Probably not if you're a collector like me, but on the flip side, it's beautiful, and so I feel like I want to say, yes, you need this palette. I hate to say anybody needs anything because it's makeup. I mean, honestly, it's not that deep, right? But it is beautiful, and I don't think that you would be disappointed if you had this palette. So, you know, if you live in the United States, you can order it, at least I did, from the United States warehouse, and I'll link that below and everything so that you can find it. I had to wait for a little while for it to be stocked or restocked, I'm not sure which, but otherwise I mean it came really quick. I think I got it in a week or 10 days or something like that after I actually was able to purchase it. But I think that's really all I need to say about this particular palette. I'm going to keep playing with it this week during my Foundation Fest videos, so you can expect to see more looks, although I don't know if I will film all of those looks, but we'll see. I may film them and then decide later if I want to upload them or not. This look compared to the look that I did yesterday, it's similar. It's a little different on the lid, but it's still got that kind of, I don't know, tropical sunset kind of vibe going on. So I always kind of enjoy that look. But I think I am going to leave it there for today, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it while you were watching. If you like seeing dramatic, fun looks on somebody that's a little bit more mature, then you might be in the right spot. So I encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already, which I hope you have. And until my next video, bye, guys.